you want to accomplish something, you must first expect it of yourself. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what's going on today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, we didn't take that moonshot yesterday, right? But we did break that $4,000 psychological barrier that we've been like banging our head against for a little bit. Looks like we might be sliding backwards a little bit today. Am I concerned? Not really. Am I crossing my fingers and hoping that we can at least hold on to that $4,000 barrier? Yes, of course. So, with today being Sunday, news is a little lax. I thought we might do something a little different. So, me and my co-host Samantha over there,
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
we thought we might talk a little bit about why you should get involved. Right, Sam?
Yeah.
I mean, we got involved.
Yeah.
So, with all of that being said, I guess, Samantha, you want to pull up Coin Paprika? We'll take a quick look over there at that for a moment, and then maybe we'll get into some of this stuff. Ooh, coffee's good today, Sam.
Thank you. You're drinking the maple creamer.
Oh.
All right, Coin Paprika.
Thank you. All right, let's see. What do we got? Well, like I said, it looks like we're sliding backwards a little bit. Not enough where I'm super concerned because we're still holding on to that $4,000. So $4,020.68 coming backwards, almost a 0.5% at 0.43, holding on a 2.4% gain. As you can see, that BTC dominance is on the other side of 50% by only 0.73. Not really too concerned with that either. I mean, we've seen during the peak of the run-up, the BTC dominance fell down to 35%. Yeah. So it's okay. Market's growing. We got the overall market cap coming in at $139 billion, sliding back a little over 1/3% at 0.36. Not too bad there at all. We got Ethereum at $140. That's down 1%. Still holding on to 3% gains. And we got XRapid coming at 31.8 cents. Not sliding backwards that much at 0.12. Holding on to a 2.8% gain. And as you can see, no real big change there in the top 10. So, Tally Fund's down today.
Ooh, well.
Can't really show that one, but still got to take a moment and talk about what we do out here at Bitcoin and Coffee. We got involved, right, Sam? I mean, we kind of came across Bitcoin. We picked up a little bit of Bitcoin, and, you know,
then we did the YouTube. Like, you started saying, oh, well, maybe I need to
get involved.
Yep, so we started that, and then, thanks to some lovely comments, it really made us start questioning, well, why are we even, what's a YouTube channel? And then we found this.
So, as we like to do, we get out there to music festivals. We pass out Bitcoin flyers, as you can see right here. Oops, let me mute this. As you can see here, we went to the Forbidden Kingdom Music Festival in Boca Raton not that long ago, and we passed out about 400 Bitcoin flyers there to these millennials, try to get them turned on to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I mean, Bitcoin has no marketing department. There is no press or organization or anybody out there telling everybody about how the US dollar is flawed, how interest rates are going to go up, how eventually someday the American economy is not going to be the pinnacle of the world, where everyone in America has these untold advantages over third world country people that are just, born there and didn't really have these choices. I mean, we are all equal. I mean, we are moving towards a brighter future of 2020. So
in America, we have a lot of, I don't know, it's a facade of that, your house means that you own your house, and, your mortgage means you, and, your retirement IRA is never going to ever go away or have any problems because that is your retirement. I mean, a lot of what we do, a lot of what happens, we have no control over. Because our government, our money, our stuff, not designed for us to have control over it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, they feel like they had to be secure in their life by purchasing insurances and all of these things. I mean, every day that you wake up, it's a gift, and the more that you realize this, the better off you are.
Yeah. Yes. Literally, sadly, thanks to all of our birds and things of that nature, just because you lived yesterday does not mean that you're going to live today. And people just don't seem to realize that the percentage of the population, I mean, if you're healthy and you're alive and you're watching this channel and you're, able to form thoughts, well, you are a lucky one.
So happy St. Patrick's Day. Do we got anybody
Andy
over
Anderson says happy St. Patrick's Day
Anderson,
too.
thanks for joining us out here.
Oh, and Bitcoin Moon Guy is here.
Bitcoin Moon Guy, thanks for joining us. Of course, you guys, if you're here joining us, go ahead, comment in the chat. Let Samantha know that you're here. Don't put her out of a job. That's her main reason here, is to give you guys a voice on the channel, right? Ooh. So, like I was saying, I don't really have any news today. I skimmed over it real quick, and there was nothing I really wanted to talk about. Everybody's still trying to figure out, is the bottom of the bear market in? Where is it going? This and that. I've seen some people talking about EOS and possibly changing some stuff over there, and they're Tron and DApps, and more drama with the quadratic CX stuff, and the CME and the CBOE futures and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? I've been here for 3 years. This stuff continues. Maybe today we should just set it aside a little bit, right, Sam? Maybe we should talk about something. What can we do, right? I mean, I'm a peer, you're a peer, you guys are our other peer out there. Every time we come around in these cycles, right? We came in on one of these cycles too. We came in right after a halvening. Yeah. And I mean, the price of Bitcoin was between $500 and $700. Yeah. And we started trying to understand Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and we wanted to. I mean, at first it was about collecting and accumulating and finding a way to earn money and all of that like everybody else. But then once I found that there was more to it, and I found that I wanted to be part of the system. I wanted to build a reputation that also had Eugene Forrest and Bitcoin together. I needed to do something, right? And of course, Adam Meister, right? He was out there and he was like, make a YouTube channel, everybody. Yeah. So, I mean, I took that literally, and I went out and I started making this YouTube channel. But there's lots of other things you can do, right? Even if it's just word of mouth, right? Talking about Bitcoin to people at work, talking about Bitcoin to your family if you're new and you know what I mean? And you haven't, not necessarily going on and on, because we've all been there, right? We've all talked about it a whole bunch with our families and made people sick and tired of it. But there's still new people, right? Every day you come in contact with new people just about. There's always some way to be able to spread the message. Maybe you're not so much of the face-to-face, right? Maybe that's the hard part. Maybe we could just share things, right? Share Andreas Antonopoulos' stuff on our Facebooks and our Twitter. Share
some of the little crypto memes and where, I mean, I don't know, where your followers and your friends and stuff, I mean, it is, the more you see it, the more it is acceptable. Like you start thinking, okay, so this is not some weird something. I mean, you could also, yes, you're probably not near a meetup, but you could go and find your closest one, and maybe it's a whole day trip of something, but I mean, step out your comfort zone and go actually talk to some peers that have your same common interests.
I don't know. I've thought about starting, because there's not really much of a meetup here in this area for Bitcoin. I've thought about starting an online meetup.
Ah, right. Like a nice little forum-y like this.
But possibly, because I know everybody's on Facebook, and it's horrible, right? But possibly getting like how they have those flip swap groups, or community.
Yeah. Like one of those little, you have to.
North Florida Bitcoin Council meeting group. Something, is it really all that hard to do? I mean, we're real involved here with Bitcoin and coffee, but I mean, Samantha, does this really take up?
We take up every waking moment or anything.
Well, I mean, we don't really have a lot of hobbies and all that other stuff besides, and we enjoy this. But in the beginning, did it really take that much time to get started? An hour a day, maybe half hour a day. It's about always putting in that little bit.
Yeah, right? Because I mean, we didn't have the goal of let's be the one that has the screen shares and the green screen and spend 6 hours having to video edit. Mm-hmm. I mean, our goal was to help people understand cryptocurrency and the prices and all of the bad news and the bad scams and the bad stuff that's out there that makes you think bad things about it.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I had gotten ripped off and I had sold Ethereum on PayPal, and everybody did buyer protection back on me.
I know
and
we
lost.
Sound like such douches when you say it as a sentence. It's all like, yep, we thought we were geniuses.
I mean, nobody told me. And it was like, why isn't there somebody out there? I mean, if Bitcoin is this important and cryptocurrency is this important, how come there's not somebody out here trying to help people and lead them away from these scams and not to get suckered in and be like, hey, these are what red flags are. These are the things you should be worried about. You know, if you're really believing in this as part of the future, maybe you should just, you know, work along these fashions or think along this or pay attention to these people over here or look at these projects because they're more sound.
I don't know. Maybe that is just, you know, like we don't ever, you know, do jail time or this or that because like the first time any of us do anything kind of bad, you know, I mean, it just bites you in the butt. And then you start going, well, obviously I don't want to go that way anymore. I mean, if for some reason PayPal or Ethereum selling actually would have worked, you never know. We could have gotten more into the scammy areas because we would have thought that quick money is really capable of happening for us.
So the rain has stopped
for like a good 30 minutes, and that's when we were like, okay, we need to do it now because it has definitely stopped. and now
it's sprinkling back again. It's okay. Well, let's continue along. Is there anything going on over there in the chat, Samantha?
BTC Moon Guy says, thanks for your work. Skin in the game drives Bitcoin.
It does.
And Andy Anderson says, you guys do a great job. Keep it up. Thank you guys.
Look at what happened with the Lightning Network as Hodl Knot started the torch.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the farthest thing from what he was thinking. He thought that he was going to pass this along to a few people, get the torch going, collect a few Satoshis, not that we were going to get the head of these industries.
I know, like celebrities, like business celebrities talking about it, posting about it, holding it.
And that it was going to increase adoption. I mean, we talked about yesterday how the Lightning Network was 1 year old and that we've had a 54% growth in the number of channels in the last 30 days. All it takes is for all of us to just get out here. You never know what's going to work.
Yes. I mean, yes, like, it's the stupidest idea.
It's just a matter of not stopping, right?
Yeah.
To just get out here and to keep going and to keep trying. I mean, yes, sometimes the market's down. Yes, sometimes we lose money. Yes, sometimes I make horrible videos that aren't that good and the quality's bad and the microphone's off. But it's about getting out here every day and to continue trying. And, you know, some days I may not feel like it. Like, I mean, I know I've been sick and the last 2 days it was like fuzzy. My brain was real fuzzy. So it was hard to get out here and go on my rants and my rambles like I do telling you guys about the cryptocurrency.
We usually don't watch the videos after. And those 2 days he was like, okay, I don't even know if I was really like, and it's like, no, you were okay. You held it together. I mean...
But I know I've inspired some of you guys to hold and to stay into the crypto space. You guys have told me. And you guys have inspired me to stay in the crypto space because I know that I had my couple of days back there where the price was down and I was like, I just don't know. You know, I'm just not so sure. Maybe I should take a break. Maybe everybody needs a break at some point. But you know what? Staying strong helps. Here on the post side, I'm still thinking, oh, no, that was wrong. Oh, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I just kept with it. I'm glad I'm still here trying to tell people about Bitcoin, trying to help you guys avoid those scams, providing that free help desk, raising that carbon offset money to be able to get out there and pass out Bitcoin and flyers, because you never know what's going to happen. You know, nothing happens sitting on the couch at home.
No.
Right?
Just like when you're job hunting, Eugene always likes to say, nobody's going to come and knock on your door and say, I have a job for you. That's true. No one is going to come to your house and talk to you about the things that you're passionate about. You have to go out and talk to people about it.
And it's just stuff like, no one's alone, right? No one's thinking something all by themselves. If you're thinking it, someone else is thinking it.
Good ideas are.
Right. And then when we all get together, that's where the power happens. That's where things start to change. That's where we get movements, and we show other people that as a collective we have good intentions, and that makes them want to get on board. Because once again, it always comes back to this whole ideal that good money replaces bad money, and that's undeniable.
It's a no-brainer. I mean,
so as soon as we can show everybody that this is good money, and that the U.S. dollar isn't really good money, they'll come over. So it's, how do we shine this light? Well, we shine this light by, just like at the concert, everybody has to hold up their cell phone to make the effect. Right? We all have to get out there, and we all have to tweet. Right? We all have to write our 2 cents on Steam It. We all have to get out there, and if we got spare time, like Josh, right? Josh cares about eternity, and he's out there making videos.
Yep. I mean, amazing. Like,
amazing. That is all it takes, is to care enough to do something.
Anything. I mean, like, and that's the thing is like, we know this is not like world changing. I mean, we're not like, it doesn't matter how small you think your actions are. Anything is better than doing nothing and thinking that it is going to change by itself.
Right. Like, I don't think I'm going to change a million people's mind, but I know that I'm one of many people that are out there fighting the good fight. I mean, we have the crypto type out there talking about EOS, and he's getting back to his daily episodes.
Yep. Crypto work. He does interviews with,
well, I'm trying to talk about some of the smaller people.
Yeah.
Some of the people that aren't, 100,000 followers strong, people that aren't getting 100 views, but they're still out here because they're passionate about it. I mean, why give of yourself unless you care?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Time is the most precious thing you have. It's the most limited resource that you can't get more of. You don't have enough money, you can always get more money.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. Yes, you can't get more time.
You can't get more time.
Okay. So, BTC Moon Guy says, long time watcher here. Thanks. Oh, yay.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you coming out here this Sunday. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
Andy Anderson says, too many still think Bitcoin itself is a scam. I know, that one is a hard sell. It is very hard. I try not to get angry when people say things that are close to that as it happens in the beginning.
Yes, I mean, and
like that pyramid thing, or that, oh yeah, no.
They have trouble finding value in it. And usually when people start trying to tell me, what is the value in it, I just come back with the counterpart. What is the value in the dollar? Well, the value in the dollar is the fact that we all think that it has value. And I go, well, there's a lot of people in the world right now that think that Bitcoin on the internet has value.
Yeah.
So, I mean, then it becomes a matter of semantics. Is there just as many people in the world that believe that Bitcoin has value as there are people in the United States that believe that the dollar is worth $1?
All the time, never changes. It's $1, right? Yeah. Paul Rouleau is here.
Paul Rouleau, my man.
Andy Anderson says, if you hang in there, you will get the views and the credits you deserve.
I mean, yeah, that'd be great someday, but I don't even know.
Yes, it would be amazing if, it would be so all we have to do is just Bitcoin and coffee. But, I mean, yes, I doubt that. That was not our goal or our design.
I just want to be part of it. When the history books are written, and things go down, and at the end of the day, and all of that kind of stuff, and it's like, Eugene, were you the best Eugene you could be? Yeah. I raised my family. I did right by everybody I came across, or at least to the best of my abilities, and I fought the good fight. I gave of myself for the things that I believe to try to make the world a better place. What more could you ask of me, right?
Truth Monster says, those are some inspirational sidebirds right there. Good job, Forrest. Oh, he's had them all the way to mutton chops at points. Yes. I don't know. He likes the side.
I've had them my whole life, I think. I never really liked it when they cut the line way up here. I was always like, wait, why are we doing this? I've had them since I was 15.
Paul Rouleau gave us a $5 super chat.
Paul Rouleau, thank you for contributing. As always, every dollar will come off the tally fund whenever it's up and running again.
Yes. It's going to be there. Don't worry.
It will
sure
be
they'll
there.
Figure it out.
I will probably be looking at, I think the Google AdSense should be paying out around the 21st through the 25th. And I'll be purchasing one ticket with that money and putting the other ticket on a credit card so that they're both purchased at the same time.
Yes, that whole tier thing.
So, and I'll pull that off the tally fund too, because dollars come off different than Bitcoin do when I try to add it all up for you guys.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't like to put the fiat part in. It's like, fine then, I'll just have to drop my total, right? Okay, fine. I'll work with you, tally fund.
But of course, this is all not for profit. We're not trying to get rich off anybody at all. Part of all of this is that we would like some help too, right, Sam?
Yeah.
If you guys are anywhere near the Florida area and you want to go pass out flyers with us to this event, any of the events that we do,
put on what the flyer should look like.
Yeah.
That'd be great, it is just us, okay? And I mean...
Well, it was just me, and that got to be a little too much on these shoulders, so I pulled her on board too. I've been trying to bring the kid on board, but he just seems too busy.
So flaky.
I know, millennials.
But, I mean, I don't know. Yes, anything. See, that's the thing is, even if you're thinking, oh, that's stupid, it won't matter, anything and everything matters. That's why we also say, leave comments. That matters.
Mm-hmm. Just making an appointment to come on air with us and tell your story. Why are you in crypto? Right?
I mean, everybody's story is fascinating.
And, hey,
it is.
Maybe we might only get 50 views, but maybe one person there heard it, believed in something that you said, and it got them to go a step further. Right? Because that's what it's about. It's all about all of us taking that one step further, breaking out of that comfort zone, getting a little bit more of an education so that we can see the world in a different light. Because once it's different perspective, the whole situation is different.
I mean, I like Adam Meister's the whole keep in motion, because it is, once we get comfortable and say, oh, we've achieved enough, we've learned enough, we've gotten enough, everything is good enough. It's not. Nothing is ever good enough. You should always be striving for the next step. So it's Bitcoin needs help with its next step.
How can it be good enough when we're not all equal?
Yes.
There's no reason. I mean, I'm not the most empathetic person. I'm not Mother Teresa type. But I believe that we are all human and that we are all equal. I don't think anybody is better than me, and I don't think I'm better than anybody. I should have the right to eat every day. I should have the right to love my family, just as everybody else should. But I know that there's people in this world that are not capable of this because they're held back financially, because they're oppressed. And I know that the US dollar, no matter what kind of way you look at the web, right? Because some people have conspiracy theories, some people have economical solutions. But ultimately, it's undeniable that the US dollar, at some point or another, is holding people down.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no matter how you look at it, the flaw, the kink is still there.
So until we fix it, there's a problem. And then if there's a problem, and we all know it, what are we going to do about it?
Yeah, why aren't we trying to fix it?
This is why I got involved. It's because I didn't even realize... I was blind. I was the horse with the blinders, just walking the path like I was supposed to. Until Samantha was like, why do they have those big, long string of numbers on the bottom of Pirate Bay? And I was like, it's supposed to be this Bitcoin thing. I don't know. It's internet money. And then she's like, why aren't we getting internet money?
And I was just like, what is it? And bam, watched a documentary or two, and it was like, oh my Jesus.
And I was just like, I need this. I need to start collecting this now.
You're right. Why aren't we? What is wrong with this?
How did I not realize this before? And then, I mean, as we seen that run up, I mean, yeah, we FOMO'd. We FOMO'd hard because we thought that we had caught on just at the beginning.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh my God, we're not going to be able to get enough of this before it goes off. We're too late to this party.
Yeah, everybody's going to be a millionaire. We're not going to be able to get 0.0001 of a Satoshi this.
But the fact is that it wasn't. We got an even better education.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have too much invested to lose. We did take some profits, which is why we're here now.
We didn't participate.
So now we're even more
scams.
grateful. Oh, it looks like the camera froze.
Oh, no. Well, that's not awesome.
Put it again. There we go.
Hey.
Sorry about that, guys. You know, we're always having some sort of technical difficulties around here. But it doesn't lessen our passion, right, Sam?
Nope.
We're out here in the middle of the woods with crappy internet and everything stacked against us, but still at the same time, we're going to be out here and we're going to keep telling you guys that, you know, no matter what happens in the market, no matter what happens to the price, no matter what is said from all these tyrannical governments out there and what regulations and enforcements they try to impose on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, there's a revolution happening, and it's different than any revolution that's ever happened before, and it will win. It's non-violent, which is great, because violence is overrated. I mean, we've seen what that's done. We've seen World War I leading into World War II, leading into all kinds of problems. Fighting begets fighting, right? You can't forget the pain and just forgive. So here we are. Just take away the power. Money, right? That's their power. Is their ability to manipulate us, to control our lives by making us have to go do what they want us to do to be able to just feed our families and have a roof over our head. And I mean, they say that driving is a privilege. I mean, it feels like a necessity to me. You know, they say that, you know, you're lucky to own a home. I'd like to go live in the middle of the woods in an RV and live off the grid, but they tell me I can't. So, I mean, really, what freedoms and choices do you really have? Okay, well, then they say, then leave the country. You know, well, is it really that easy? I don't think so. Sometimes you're forced into a lot of different things, and you got to make the best of a bad situation, or at least of options that you can't choose from.
All right. No one's talking.
No one's talking.
But we have only 2 minutes left, so of our 30-minute-ness to try to see if YouTube likes us better.
Well, I don't know, Samantha. I mean, do you think I've ranted and raved a little too much out here today?
No.
Do you think I've asked too much of these people?
No.
I just feel that we can all get out here, and I believe that as soon as we all do a little bit, it'll make the world a difference. And all it takes is just simple stuff. Social media is huge.
Yeah.
You know, 20 years ago, social media was not even thought of. Nope. I mean, I was walking around recording on VHS tape. So, share a few good things from Andreas Antonopoulos. You know, tell a few people, you know what, I'm invested with Bitcoin and I'm happy about it. That's all it takes, right? Plant the seeds, change the world, because it's going to. Don't just sit on the sidelines and hope. Take part, take action.
The pothead is here now.
Pothead, thanks for joining us.
And Paul Rouleau says, crypto is the rock on which we make our stand. Oh, and the pothead says he loves the rants. They are great.
I felt like I was heading down a road into depression in my life. I was working 60 hours a week at a factory. It seemed like no matter what I did, I could never get ahead.
Yep, you were always sick. I mean, it was always everything. It was real bad. It was.
And I couldn't figure out why, no matter what I did, I couldn't get ahead financially. I mean, I was always paying my rent. I was paying my bills. There was always just a little bit left over. You know, I tried to do the right things and the nice things for my family, but I didn't actually get anywhere. You know, I just kept paying the rent, kept paying the bills, kept going to the factory, you know, year after year after year, and it didn't get anywhere. But then I got into Bitcoin, and it took me out of the dollar, which gave me a better look at the dollar. And then with the one opportunity that I was able to seize, where I was able to come up with a little bit of a chunk of money, more than a weekly paycheck could get me, I was able to put some money down. And I mean, I'm owner financing because a bank wouldn't touch me because I owe $30,000 in student loans I never got to pay back.
Some more of the man, yes.
I mean, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It gave me the opportunity, and I'm grateful for it. And now that here, I'm not making no money in crypto. Who's making money in crypto? I still believe that it's going to happen again. I believe in the future. I'm just grateful that it gave me the opportunity that at this time, I'm not having to pay rent anymore because of it.
Yeah. And we get to have our birds. We get to do what we want. I mean,
it made my life better. And it took me out of my depression because it showed me that there is a better form of money. I don't have to sit here and despair and think that no matter what I do, it's never going to get better. I just have to fight for the cause now. I got to not just sit here and say, oh, well, the world's done this to me and there's nothing I can do. I was born into poverty. I'll never be a millionaire. Life sucks. Oh, I could drink and do drugs and that's as good as it gets. No. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to fight for Bitcoin. I'm going to go out here and try to make the world a better place because that's what's going to make a difference. I want to be part of the revolution, not part of the problem.
Truth Monster says, when you renounce your U.S. citizenship, there's paperwork and fines. One last F you from the government that hates us. Like, really? Of course there is. Of course there is. Oh, and our Raptorman is here now. And our Raptorman gave us $1 super chat.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
The pothead said, same here. It's like a trap. I know. Oh, Stephen McCoy is here. He says, this financial system is set up for us average people not to get ahead, but Bitcoin will change that for us early adopters. Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing I really hope for is that, like, yes, by the time we retire. I mean, I don't care if it takes the whole 15 years or whatever. It's just, I do believe it's going to change.
I just believe that there should be a system, or money should be in a way where if you are putting in a majority of your time and your life, that the financial rewards are great.
Yes, or at least equal. Like,
the amount of time that you should, I mean, if you wanted to go out and build your own home and make your own food, you would spend less time to do that to take care of your family than if you actually went to work to make money to go buy these things. And that's the problem that I have is I could build a home in less than it would take me to pay off the mortgage.
Yes, for sure. Yes. I mean, we'd also be having some awesome little small cabiny, something awesomeness, but I mean, who cares?
Build you a big home.
Still with less time than the 30-year freaking mortgage. All right, that's it.
All right. Should we go ahead and wrap it up? If there's anything you guys want to talk about, any comments, anything at all, please go ahead and pile them in the chat right now so that Samantha can address it before we go ahead and end this episode. But as always, there's tools, links, affiliation codes, all that good stuff listed down below. There's also links to a lot of different social media platforms. You got to go over there. You got to sign up, right? Even if you don't want to be posting things to, Facebook and Twitter because your family, your friends, and I get it, right? My family's tired of it too. You could post on these other social media platforms, and these people are into crypto, right? That they're crypto media social platforms. I mean, at least putting your ideals out there, it'll help you maybe refine them. Maybe the critiques or whatever will get you in a better situation so you can go to the Facebook, so you can go to the Twitter, so you can go out there and start preaching the word of Bitcoin to other people, right? What do we got going on over there in the chat, Sam?
Let's see. Our afterman says hit the likes. BTC Moon Guy says Andrew Yang secures a bag. LOL, universal basic income. Stephen McCoy says I invest in Bitcoin, but I'm not sure which altcoins will succeed.
Nobody knows. I mean, if you would have been here 2 years ago, it would have been Ethereum to the moon forever. And now everyone's like, oh, scaling. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull that one off.
I know, right? Oh, I loved it. Okay, BTC Moon Guy says Bitcoin will moon again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at the Lightning Network.
Look, I mean, there's so many things. Once you start getting away from all the negative news, there are so many, like, really inspirational tidbits out there. The Pothead says, thank you for the videos. Please keep it up.
Always, you guys. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I'm glad that I'm on the mend and I'm feeling better. My cognitive abilities are back, and I'm here to rant and rave to everyone once again about how Bitcoin is the revolution that we've all been waiting for.
Oh, we have to be... Okay, Obert. We're going to go with Obert.
Okay.
Says, stay on your path. This is your yellow brick road.
I do feel like I have found a calling when it came to Bitcoin, and I am grateful to Bitcoin and the Bitcoin gods and everything.
Yes, the circumstances of boredom for that day where we were like, oh no.
Yeah, it was putting me on the path of divine intervention as far as I'm concerned, because it took me out of a form of depression. It made my life better, and it gave me a passionate project for me to spend the rest of my life working on.
Yeah.
I found my purpose here, and I just want to tell you guys all about it. Like, I mean, I can't express myself enough vocally or visibly on the internet.
I mean,
in the ways that I feel. I mean, it's Bitcoin is everything.
It is life-changing.
Bitcoin is going to be everything.
Yeah.
I just think we all need to tell everybody about it. And as soon as we all see it and we all realize it and we're all talking about it, then it'll be undeniable.
Okay.
All right, you guys. Go out there. Have a great St. Patrick's Day. Don't drink and drive. All right? Keep your BTC safe.
Bye, guys.
Later.